The threat posed by armed bandits in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, reached its climaxes in January 2024 when criminal elements who had wronged the Buhari Area Council suburb and its adjoining satellite towns took their nefarious trade to a higher level by shooting sporadically and forcibly gaining access to estates and people's private homes to capture families in groups, demanding whooping amounts of millions in naira as ransom before they can set free their victims. Two families, the Ariyo and Mansour al-Qadriya families, are victims of these heartless demons. The two families suffered heavy casualties at the hands of the kidnappers. They both have lost a child to the dread devil kidnappers. The Ariyo family lost their 13-year-old daughter, a secondary school student, and the Al-Qadriya family also had Nabiha, their 23-year-old final year student, killed by the hoodlums. Nabiha was the senior to 6 girls kidnapped in a heart-rending circumstance. The slaughter of these 2 innocent girls, which drew public condemnation, irked the Inspector General of Police, Olukayode Egbetokun, who, because of the sensitivity of incidents, has been discreetly coordinating the arrest of the ugly situation that petrified the residents of Abuja. To end the dreadful upsurge of violent crimes in the city of Abuja and its environs, the much-awaited, purposeful, planned Special Intervention Squad (SIS) was launched on Thursday by the Inspector General of Police. The IGP's brief to the officers of the SIS is to aggressively confront the kidnappers
with a profound sense of duty as we confront the crisis of kidnappings and violent crimes presently afflicting our esteemed nation, particularly in and around the Federal Capital Territory. The alarming rise in these criminal activities without equivocation demands immediate and resolute actions from us all. It is thus with a determined spirit that I proudly announce the inauguration of the first phase of the Special Intervention Squad. Conceived as an elite unit of the Nigerian Police Force, the SIS is composed of specially trained, well-equipped and highly mobile police officers and possesses the capacity for rapid intervention and effective containment of significant security breaches, such as those currently threatening the suburb of the FCT and creating panic generally. This initiative is not just born out of necessity, but out of foresight, diligent planning, and commitment to enhancing the already robust security architecture of our nation's capital. The FCT remains a bastion of safety and an example of efficient urban security management. However, in our continual pursuit of excellence, we must proactively address even the slightest signs of potential threats. We are thus duty-bound to confront all security challenges head-on to protect the lives and welfare of our citizens. Envisioned to include 1,000 personnel in each state of the Federation, the SIS is launched today with officers and men from the tactical units of the force, supplemented by a formidable arsenal of operational assets, including sophisticated arms, drones, and vehicles. These assets, some of which are on display here this afternoon, are ready for deployment to counteract the security threats. This deployment symbolizes our unwavering commitment to the safety and security of our people, sending a clear message that criminal elements will find no sanctuary within the FCT, and by extension, Nigeria.
It demonstrates that the Nigerian police force should no longer be underestimated in terms of its fiery power. DCP Moses Jagaba, the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of the Special Intervention Squad (SIS), showcased to the admiration of all the weighty armament the police recently acquired by the Olukayode Egbetokun administration.
It's using 7.62 by maximally 1.8 kilometers away. With good aiming and adequate precision, we pick the target easily 1.8 kilometers away. Next, we have the Sazimas rifle. This rifle is a variant of the popular AK-47. However, it comes with some add-ons. The add-ons here, it gives you an added advantage ahead of your enemy.
Shortly after the inauguration, the SIS operatives set out on a show of force, fully fortified in armored personnel carriers, adorning camouflage uniforms and bulletproof headgear with camera-fitted drones and helicopters. They headed to some villages in the Buhari Area Council to assure the people in that community of the readiness of the Nigeria Police Force to ward off kidnappers from their towns and rescue the victims taken hostage by kidnappers. Upon arrival at Buhari, the squad moves to the divisional headquarters to sign in before heading to the border to deploy operatives. After nearly 3 hours of journeying through the area, SIS operatives arrive at Kawu, a community under the Buhari Area Council where 23 persons were said to have been abducted just last week.
This is the Kawu. This is the center of the headquarters of the whole problem of kidnapping. This is where 23 people were taken. The chief has run away, but we are here to reassure them that the president and commander-in-chief have asked us to make sure they are secured, as well as the instruction of the Inspector General of Police. That is why we are here. We are talking to them that they are secured. Everybody should come back home. This is Kawu. This is the headquarters of the whole problem. So we are here now at the headquarters. We have passed all their joints, all their routes, all their track routes. From you can see all of them as you are coming. So this is where no person will agree to go. We are here.
A breath of leading the operation across the borders of the Federal Capital Territory in Buhari, Kawu, Kubwa, Gwagwalada, and into Niger, Nasarawa, Kaduna, and Kogi State was the commander, SIS Commissioner of Police, Bennett Igwe. CP Igwe says the special squad operative would be stationed across the FCT borders and moving in and out of the FCT to apprehend bandits and other insurgents as jurisdictions do not limit the operation.
It's not only here. You can see we went to Niger. We went to Niger in Kuchiko. We have deployment in Niger, in Kuchiko. You see when we pass the bridge, the railway, yes. That railway is the boundary between Niger and Abuja. We have to enter Niger. Yes. We have deployment there. We want to block all areas through the pass, but this is the headquarters. This is the headquarters. From here you can go to Kuje, from here you can go to Niger, from here you can go to Kaduna. This is Nasarawa. We have equally deployments. We know areas like Kuje are prone. Whereas no area in Kuje we do not know. We have men who have deployed. In area like Kwale, we have Kwaita, we have people in Kwaita, we have people in Yebu, we have people in Yaba, we have people in Rubochi, we have people in Yangoji. In area like Gogolada, we have people in Dobi, we have people in Ibua. We have deployed all around. We have to cage all boundaries of FCT. We have deployed in Abaji. We have deployed up to Kotonkarifi. We have deployed. Where our men are in Tafa. Some are in Madala. We are caging it. If you go to that Zuma Rock, that building in Zuma Rock, you saw our men there. Want to check capacity and strength.
Working closely with community leaders, residents, and stakeholders to strengthen the bond between the police force and the communities is critical. The overall objective is to ensure that every part of the FCT remains a haven for its inhabitants.
This is Crime Fighters, the police and you. Stay tuned.
The police onslaught and its resolve to hunt down the bandits terrorizing Abuja metropolis and its suburbs paid off last Thursday. A notorious kidnapping kingpin, chinaaz Philip Okoye Michael, was nabbed by the Kaduna Police Command along the Kaduna-Abuja Expressway as he and his gang attempted to ferry their victim, whom they abducted, in Area 3, Garki to Kano. Following a report on the abduction of the victim from his house in a Hilux van, grey color with registration number RBC 90DL, operatives in an intelligence drive trailed the vehicle to the roadblocks where they were caught. According to a police investigation, the victim was kidnapped at about 1700 hours on the 17th of January by the kidnappers when he was leaving his home.
And kidnapping suspect chinaaz Philip Okoye Michael, 28 years, male of Zauda village, Abuja. This is the case that already gone viral, but we are here today to clear the air and of course puncture some insinuations that the police has killed this young man to silence him and cover some facts. This time around, with the launching of SIS, the game has changed. There's no need to do cover up for anybody. There's no need for us to deceive Nigerians when we have cases like this. So for those who have been peddling rumors on social media, listen carefully now. He's still alive there on the stretcher because he was hit by the bullet during the operation, but he's there on the stretcher. And on 17th January 2024, it was discovered that 2 out of the said 4 armed men are Abuja based. chinaaz Philip Okoye Michael and 1 Chide Bere. It was also discovered that chinaaz Philip Okoye Michael and his accomplices had earlier been arrested, sometimes in November 2023, and charged for similar offences at High Court, Kwali, Abuja, currently on bail, but now went back to committing even worse crimes while on court bail. And this is to tell people that are making insinuations again that he is not a kidnapper. We are saying it again, and I want to put it on record that chinaaz Philip Okoye Michael is a notorious kidnapper. This is not the first time. He's even in court, but he's on bail. Yet he went ahead to go and kidnap this man on that fateful day. He's there on a stretcher. If you want to see him, you're going to see him. The news has already been broken. Is in the news. Was arrested in Kaduna, but handed over to FCT Command for further investigation and prosecution, because the jurisdiction of that offense falls within the Federal Capital Territory. At this level we're here now in the police, we have the equipment to do what we want to do scientifically. So whoever that must have been picked by our tactical teams has been fingered in that particular crime. So whether you are here to say you do or you don't do is immaterial. We have you here and we have credible evidence against you. But I don't want to reveal anything here now because the case is still on with us. They were actually brought in today, even they have been on the field, taking us to some places. They were brought back this morning for this press briefing. I'm sure when we pick other members who think they are safe wherever they are, we are still coming back to do proper analysis of this case. And one pending that involves one prominent Nigerian again, we are still coming back with all those cases so that Nigerians can know that in security business, we trust no one.
Our advice is that members of the public should have absolute trust in the police. We should actually see the police as our friend. When there are information that borders on security or lack of it, we must report, promptly to the nearest police station. And we must have confidence in the police. We don't have any other thing that can safeguard our interests as far as security is concerned. So every member of the public should take it as a personal responsibility to report whatever becomes untoward at any level to the nearest policeman, so that at the end of the day, everybody can go home and sleep soundly with our 2 eyes closed.
Also, as a result of collaborating efforts between the Anti-Violent Crimes Section of FCT Police Command and DFI IRT Force FIB, led to the arrests of 16 notorious criminals alongside their momentous arsenal of weaponry, which includes General Purpose Machine Guns, GMG. Among the suspects paraded by the police on Saturday, the 20th of January, were 3 kidnappers who were responsible for kidnapping families in Buhari, the epicenter banditry in the suburb of Abuja. The kidnappers are 27-year-old Idris Ishaku, Bala Usman, 27-year-old, and Dahiru Salisu. The trios have been responsible for taking people hostage, killing and maiming victims around Abuja environs.
On the 15th January 2024, the commander also received credible intelligence that a GSM number under surveillance belonging to one Idris Ishaku, aka Yellow, male, made a call to another number informing the recipient of the call of his plans to carry out a kidnapping operation at Degian House, and further stated that he had invited some other kidnapping gangs who had promised to execute this operation with him. On the 16th of January 2024, Idris Ishaku, aka Yellow, called another GSM number belonging to another, who was later identified as Dogo, and informed him that the civil servant in their captivity is a very wealthy man with a lot of assets and should not be released for any sum less than 50 million naira. He further stated that he is still surveilling one other polytechnic named withheld for security reasons located in Niger State in order to kidnap students, which will give them more money. On the 17th January 2024, operatives of IRT arrested Idris Ishaku, Bala Umar, and Dahiru Salisu. What did they do? Take chop.
Me, I am farming, I am security, then I am come, money come make me enter this problem is kidnappers.
Oh, you dey do kidnapping join now? Yeah. How many you don't do before now?
2. I do 1. This year, 2.
This year don't do 2?
Yes.
How much now they collect from those people when they carry?
The first one of Kuchikobari, now collect 600,000. Then the second one, now collect 500,000. They from the Buhari Arat. Then the last one is the man we dey for Garam, we Nepabi. Una don't carry, una never collect the money.
Okay, una never collect the money?
Yes.
And in most cases, it goes on Reiki. You will enter Buhari town to take note of those that have kidnapping value, that have money that can actually cough out ransom. So you will inform them again. And when they pick them from Buhari, they know how to take them across to the border communities linking to Kaduna Axis. He's a very strong, very, very strong kidnapper. And I want to say, without missing word there, that with this one with us, we're going to have a sigh of relief in the Federal Capital Territory because he's a strong kidnapper. The next case is a case of arrest of gun-running suspects. Why were you arrested?
An kama ne akan laifin kidnapping guda ɗaya da na taɓa yi. Guda ɗaya.
You only kidnapped once. Okay. How much did you collect when he kidnapped once?
20,000.
600,000. How many of you are in the gang?
Mu biyar ne.
5 of you. How did...
Akwai Musa, akwai Nyaken, akwai Sa'idu, akwai Bello.
How did you meet all these your gangs? Where did you meet?
Mun haɗu a ƙauyen Kaduna ne.
Yeah?
Mun haɗu a ƙauyen Kaduna ne. Wuraren Kankoma.
Preliminary investigations show that this group has been involved in several kidnapping operations in the Federal Capital Territory, including some that have occurred in the Buhari axis of the Federal Capital Territory. The house was searched, and 2 additional AK-47 rifles and 35 rounds of 7.62 mm live ammunition, together with 1 English-made Beretta pistol with 7 rounds of 9 mm live ammunition were recovered. Just that singular move made by an innocent Nigerian, a patriotic Nigerian, has led to the arrest of all this and recoveries of all this. This is recovered from the gun runners. Those gun runners, they are legal weapons. You can see all of them brand new. So we are working on how to get sources of some of these things. You can see all the pistols recovered from them. Our operatives are currently intensifying efforts to rescue the hostage in their captivity and make sure other members of this gang are apprehended immediately. It is important we take note and know that our duty is to share relevant information with our security agencies and take notes of certain things, strange things around us.
If you are meeting anybody for the first time, meet them in the open place, or go with somebody that will be able to give you company when you are meeting anybody new. And when you talk about the issue of kidnapping, ensure that you tell everybody at home where you are going to at any time. Don't just say, I'm going out. Tell them who called you on the phone. Tell them when they should expect you back home. In case you don't come back on time, they know who and who to ask for about you. So it is not the issue as we had in the past of people knowing you alone that could kidnap you. We have had people who go to the road to have mass people to kidnap, although this is reducing gradually because a lot of them have been arrested.